Hello everybody, welcome back to the Joyful Company's YouTube channel. As you know, my name is Joy and I'm a confidence and leadership coach. I start everything off with how to build your confidence. Confidence, if you've got that, you can achieve so much in the world. And it is the one thing that we all seem to lack, or we all doubt ourselves along the way. And that's where a lot of my work is focused on and what makes me excited. And I love seeing my clients that I work with going through a transformation and strengthening their confidence from the inside. That just catapults them into new areas and new places in their world. And I absolutely just love that. So this YouTube channel, for those of you who don't know, is all about how I can help you with that. So if you haven't hit subscribe, please hit subscribe below. There will be lots and lots of content for you in here to help you build your confidence. What I usually do is every month there is a new theme. And this month, because it's May, it's my birthday month, and I decided to make it about joy. Not me, the joy that you have in your life and how you can find your joy. And for me, that's really important. I suppose luckily, considering my name is Joy. But it's very important as part of your confidence building that you find your joy. If you can't work out what that is and you don't know how to get it, you're going to feel almost unsatisfied for a large portion of your day, if not all of your day. And for me, that is where we need to start in order to build your confidence and really get it going. So I want to spend the month of May helping you find your joy with joy. So let's kick off, shall we? I thought I would do this video around giving you 12 things that you can start doing or working with or thinking about to help you find your joy. They are 12 ideas that you can implement into your life and see where it takes you, and it should help you to define that joy and set it out and start working towards something. Now, don't get freaked out. I'm not expecting you in any way to start all 12 tomorrow and wax it and be sorted. That's not the purpose. There are 12 things here. You can take 1 or 3 or 5 or 10 or however many you like and apply them, but some will work for you and some might not. But the idea is to try and work with them and see what does work for you. You won't know until you try. So when you hear them, don't just be like, oh no, that's like, I've heard about that before, I'm never going to do that. Just give it a bash. You have absolutely nothing to lose and so much to win. So I encourage you to pick some of these and see where they go. I should also let you know that I always put everything into the comments below. So if you don't have a nice notebook in front of you and a pen to take notes, it's totally okay. It will all be down there, so you can just literally click on it and go and make your notes afterwards. So let's get started with those 12 things, should we? The first one that I wanted to talk to you about is something that I've spoken about quite a lot on this channel, and I really speak about it a lot in a lot of places. And that is about having a gratitude journal. A gratitude journal is such a beautiful thing to start. I use it every single day, and I love watching it grow, to be quite honest. I actually also found an app that is called the Joyful Journal, funnily enough, and I downloaded it, and it allows you to put one thing up every day. I think the intention of it was actually to give you space to write your intention for the day, but I write down or make a note of that one thing that I'm so grateful for that day, whatever it is. And then I head over to my little gratitude journal. It's very tiny, and I make a note of 3 things that I'm grateful for today. So it can be anything, right? I mean, there you go. I write in, it could be the fact that I had such a lovely connection with my mom the day before. It could be that I picked myself or I heard what I had to say. It could be that I'm just so grateful for my friends because they were there for me. Or whatever it is. There's no right or wrong to this. It's about you being grateful for some things. And if you start the day being grateful, you set the tone for your day, because being grateful means you are in abundance of things. And when you put into the universe the message that you have abundance and are so happy, the universe will bring you more. And that's flippin' amazing. So, gratitude journal. I do it every day. The next thing is to read. Now, anybody who knows me as well through my various channels will know that I'm not a reader as in sit and read. I'm a listener to books. I use Audible, which I'm obsessed with. But actually in the last month I've read 2 physical books. Here's the one, Think and Grow Rich. It's been life-changing for me. I listened to it on Audible, but I also bought the book because it was just great, and I've made a million notes in the columns. And another one was actually about how to eat for your hormones, because I'm really battling with mine at the moment. And so those are 2 books that I've actually read, but I spend tons of time listening to my books from Audible, or I listen to podcasts. I have my favorites as well, and it's just a great place to go and be inspired, to give you new ideas, to take your mind out of ugly places. So when I'm in the traffic, I spend lots of time listening to my books and my podcasts there, because it changes your mindset. You're not sitting stressing about, well, who's in front of you and how slow they're driving. You're actually living in the space that's very positive. So reading is a very, very good thing to do. The next thing that I encourage you to look at is some kind of journaling. Now, this is my journal at the moment. It says, do not handle with care. And the reason I use this one specifically, and I mention that, is that your journal is your space. It's a place where you can take things out of your subconscious and put it onto a piece of paper, so that you actually put it out there in the world as something that you want. You almost set an intention for yourself, and the universe can work with that. And I think people get very nervous to write things down, and that's why I refer to do not handle with care, because it's a space that is yours. Nobody's going to read what's in there. There's no right or wrong to journaling. But there's so many ways you can journal. And again, there's no right or wrong, as I've said. But you can write in there your intention for the day. You can write there what you want to achieve. You can write something you want for yourself, even emotionally, what you want to become. You can celebrate things in there. You can be grateful. You can use that also as your gratitude journal. But it's a place for you to put down stuff, get it out of your subconscious onto a piece of paper and make it intentional. And that's the beauty of journaling. So I encourage you, get yourself a journal and spend time doing this. I do it every single day. It's like part of my life, and it has to be. I feel lost if I don't. Another great thing to do along with all of that is affirmations. Now, some people always say that affirmations take so long to come to fruition. You start to put out there what you want. You start to talk as if you have it. And that's what's amazing, because again, the universe takes that and can work with that. It also puts into your mind a really positive framework for you to work with. You're not sitting there going, oh, I wish I had more money. I wish my boss was nicer to me. I wish I had a better job. You're actually going, I work in the most incredible, positive, motivating space. I am my own leader. I define my success. I define my future. That is so much more positive and puts you in the right mindset for the day versus living in a place that's unhappy. So affirmations are fantastic things, but remember to always write them in the future as if you have them. The next one is to use your phone, surprisingly. Mine at the moment there you can say it says trust your soul. It is use your social platforms to find people that you want to follow, and for the right reasons. Don't follow people that make you feel bad or make you feel inadequate. So if someone is triggering you of, oh, here goes this chick again. Here's, look at this skinny little bitch. I can't stand her. Whatever it is, those are not people to follow. You want to be following people where you look at it and go, oh my God, I love what she's saying. I enjoy her content. She makes me want to do that. He makes me feel more inspired. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Find the right people to follow and go with that. So within social platforms, another great thing to do if you love Pinterest is to start building boards for yourself on there. take a board and go, what is this one passion point that I really want? Maybe you want to redo a bathroom, or you want to rejig your garden or something, and start creating a space where you can see it come alive and you can put down things that you want. And that will create a space where you are living in something that feels like it's going to start happening. And again, it creates positivity. It also means that you have to commit to something that you want, which is about finding your joy, right? The next one is exercise. Now, need I say more? But I think so many people don't try this or get going with it because they think they have to do a marathon in 4 weeks. You don't. Go for a walk. That's all you need to do. Start there. Just get outside or get into the gym and start running some endorphins through your body, because they are the love drug, the internal love drug, and they allow your body to be happier and your mind to be happier. And that gives you also a space, because when you are outside or at the gym, you can start thinking about things you want, which is about finding your joy as well. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I saw Brené Brown has a new Netflix documentary, and I watched it over the last weekend. It's called A Call to Courage, and she's just phenomenal. And her Netflix documentary, which is actually her talking on a stage, it's one of her beautiful talks, and it's about finding your courage, right, and how you go about that and what you can do with it and how important it is for you. So I encourage everybody to go and watch that if you have Netflix. But I don't think she talks about it in there, because I've heard her talk on other platforms before, but she talks about breathing. And she has quite a funny story, because she never really bought into this idea of having to breathe properly. But she did quite a lot of work with the US troops, and they use breathing also to bring them back down to earth almost and focus them so that they can think properly and think focused and think positive. And the process is called breathing in a box. All right, so you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold for 4 counts, you breathe out for 4 counts, you hold for 4 counts. So you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts. And when something is stressing you out or making you feel negative or worrying you, put yourself into your little box and start breathing in that box. It will bring you back down, it will make you feel more calm, and it will allow you to find your place of joy again. And that's the importance. And it's just a lovely skill to start working with and what's the right word? Like mastering, because you need to use it and do it every single day. Do it whenever you need it. Do it 40 times a day if that's what you need. It doesn't matter. Get your breathing right, because it will keep you focused and calm. And that allows you to be joyful. The next one that is so important for me is time for yourself. Time for your thing. Time for your passion, whatever it is. And it really, guys, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a cup of coffee in the Sunday paper on a Sunday morning for 20 minutes on your own. If that's your thing, make sure you do it. If your thing is going for your nails, make sure you do it. If your thing is sitting somewhere alone and listening to your favorite music for an hour a week, do it. You have to find time for you. It's not being selfish. It's actually helping everybody around you. And it also allows you to be in your place and in your joy. Because being in your joy makes you happier, and everyone around you is happier to be with you. So it's not selfish. It's actually the total opposite. And then another really important one for you is boundaries. You've got to have your own boundaries. You have to know that you don't take a client call after 6:30 at night, or 7:30 at night, or 9 o'clock at night. It doesn't matter what your boundary is, but you need to have them. Because you need to be able to switch off at a certain point, because it allows you to recharge. If you are allowing other people to suck you dry day in and day out, you are never going to be in a good space. Never, never. Not for anybody around you. So I was listening to another podcast the other day with Gwyneth Paltrow, and she was interviewing Demi Moore and Ariana Huffington. And Ariana Huffington said that she has a time that her day ends, and she switches her phone off. Done. Finished. And I just love that. I don't particularly do that. I put my phone onto silent and I don't do very much with it. But I definitely have a switch off time. But that's a boundary for me, and that's important to me. Your boundaries can be whatever they are, but just create them. And it's okay to have them, because trust me, other people have boundaries with you. So you should have your own. A way to think about a boundary is, if there is a river flowing, if you think about your boundaries as a river that's flowing, right? And if a river is actually working at its optimum and working properly, it is a flowing river and it is going in one direction. If somebody walks up to the edge of that river, they're not going to just cross it willy-nilly, because it's going to be quite dangerous. And it's like, not sure if I'm going to go there, right? When a boundary is set and it's working for you, people won't cross it, because you've set it and you've allowed it to work properly. When you don't set your boundaries, your river runs dry and it's cracked and it's so easy to cross. So, sorry about that. That was a dog moving the camera. James. So when you have a very dry river and it's going nowhere and it's dead, people will cross it and they will abuse that crossing all the time. And you only have yourself to blame for that. You're allowed to have boundaries, guys. Then the second last one is about planning your life. Now, I'm obsessed with this. There's a reason I'm called Organized Joy, right? But I am completely and utterly obsessed with planning myself. I plan my day, I plan my week, I plan my month. And you should do the same. Because once you know what you need to do, what your intentions are, where you need to get to in a month, the chores you need to do, the things you need to do, the bills you need to worry about, hopefully not worry about, but know that they get paid. Whatever it may be, you need to plan your life. When you plan, you know where you're going, you know what you need to do. And that helps you to be able to do all the other things that give you joy. And then the very, very last one is, and it's quite funny because this is what I am, but it's about finding a mentor or a coach. And I'll tell you why this is important. It's not because I'm trying to sell myself. It's because it's important to have someone who helps you stay accountable. Because the days that are hard, and there are days that are damn hard, you need someone that you can lean on. And you need someone to hold you on track and remind you while you're doing things. And that's the beauty of a coach. They help you get to where you need to go, because it's so difficult to do alone. But anyway, enough of that. That was my last one, number 12. Now, as I said, everything is linked below for you. There's lots linked below for you. And if you haven't hit subscribe, please hit subscribe now. I look forward to seeing you on in the next video. I hope you've taken something out of this. I really do. And if you want me to do a video that is specifically around journaling and how to start, where to start, some prompts in order to get yourself going, let me know in the comments below and I'll do a video on that. But only if people want that. So I hope you all have a great day after having watched this. Happy Friday. Lots and lots of love from me.